Hi guys! I'm just getting on to do our Getting Started Right call training with all of you guys, and I wanted to make sure that you guys have a pen and paper if you don't already have one, and we can kind of take notes. So this is all for the new coaches within the team who are wanting to know where to get started and where do you begin. So first off, I want to talk about, I'm really excited on how our team is growing and kind of how we have a team of women who that are kind of like me, who are a lot of fun, and who love to help other people. So we all have our own reasons on why getting into the business side of things, or why becoming a coach in our own health journey. So first off, to start off, I want to let you know where to get answers. Hi! And so as for answers to questions, first off, an amazing resource is on Beachbody.com, where you can go to the FAQ, and it's an amazing resource, and you can type it in. So like all things quarter force or the launching, you can look into seeing how much of the packages are. You can also see like when it goes live, when certain things go off sale, and then promotional videos and all of those things, and it can be regarding anything Beachbody. First off, I would recommend looking there. Second thing, getting familiar with Coach Relations, which is kind of like our customer service that we can call and get our answers to our questions. So I want you to write down their number. Coach Relations number is it's 800-240-0913. And so, again, it's 800-240-0913. And I've called them several times, so if I had a question, like if a coach that I had signed up needed their military discount, or if something was misordered, or I got something extra or was charged for something, that's kind of who I called and kind of got things taken care of. So now as for the business side of things, like we talked about why people get into coaching, and I've got lots of different people on this team who are doing the coaching. Some who just wanted to become more healthy, wanted to become stronger, and that's kind of how I started my journey. Was this January, I was not happy with myself. I felt kind of soft and bigger than I had probably been in a really long time, and my clothes were starting to get tighter, and I didn't want to go out and buy new clothes. I was like kind of hit my ultimatum there, and then I kind of started doing P90X with my husband as a New Year's resolution, and I knew that the programs worked, and I've done a lot of Beachbody programs, and I know that I've loved them for years. So, and then I kind of got introduced to coaching several times over the years just by doing the programs, and then I realized, we're wanting to start a family, and I didn't realize the potential of the business aspect of this, and being able to work from home and being able to make a substantial income off helping other people. And for me, that was huge. Others I know are just doing this to get the discount and don't want to work the business side of things or build a business. But either way, I'm here to support all of you, and I care about all of you, and that's what I love about growing a team. Second thing I wanted to talk about was weekly calls. So first off, there's the National Wake Up Call, which is a national kind of corporate call that is done every Monday. And it is on at 10 a.m. Central Time, and I post in the group every Monday kind of the details and the phone number to that and who's going to be speaking. And that for me is something that I do every Monday, and if I can't, I definitely listen back onto it and take notes. You call in, your line is muted, you listen to some trainings, and it's the top leaders in the business on how they've built their teams and their business, and also their personal stories. And so you can also access it from a podcast through Team Beachbody under their archive records or recordings. And then for me, that's a non-negotiable. Like, I want to know how to work this business, how I can replace my income so that I can be a stay-at-home mom in the near future. And I listen, and I take notes, and I put them into action. So I kind of, in my notepad, I take notes, and then on the beginning page I say action plan. So what I'm going to do to apply these things. The second call that I listen to is on Thursday nights. It used to be on Wednesdays, but they just switched it to Thursday nights. It's the Team Hardcore training, which is kind of one of my upline mentors or coaches that does a weekly Thursday meeting, and it's 9 Eastern Central. So I think that makes us 8 o'clock our time on Thursday nights. It's Janelle Summers, and she does a lot of research on bringing top-notch coaches and their tips of success in the business. And her trainings are phenomenal. I have probably gotten the most inspired and got to meet some of the best coaches in the business during those calls. So I go back and I've listened to them and taken notes and gotten a lot of things from those calls. So those are 2 things that I recommend that you guys do, and I post in the team page every week the links to those, or at least in a reminder, so that we can hop on those calls and get the top tips and training. So the next thing is a little bit about the business, and I wanted to kind of go over mindset and expectations. First off, this is not a pyramid scheme. It's not. They're illegal. They don't really work well. The thing is with this business, it's not a get quick rich. You get what you put into it. It definitely takes time to build. And so your success in the business reflects directly how many people you can change their lives or affect their lives in the health and fitness business. So you definitely do get what you put into it. So and it takes time. I've been doing the business very actively for the last 6 months, and it is slowly starting to pick up momentum, and I couldn't be more excited for the coaches on my team who are wanting to work the business and do this together. I like to also think of the business kind of as a crockpot mentality versus a microwave mentality, where we're all kind of, I know myself, get used to the instant gratification and wanting to look for that. But this business is not one of those things. It's one of those things where you have to slowly, believe in yourself that your efforts will pay off over time, and know that it will be worth it in the long run. And that it does take about a 60 to 90 day delay to see or reap the benefits of your hard work and labor. And the reason I say that is that people are going to watch you. Okay, they're going to watch you and kind of analyze you from a distance, where they're like, are they going to stay with this? Because I have seen other coaches that during the same time I did, they hit, right out the gate, they hit it hard, they came in strong, and then they didn't see anything happen in the first month or 2, and then they dropped, and they backed out, and they're like, not for me. And yet they had so much potential and so much talent in this business and being able to help other people. But yet their expectation was to make money quick and not let it grow or build. And it doesn't work that way. People are going to watch you, and then, eventually when they're like, she's sticking with this, then at that point they continue to then reach out and then trust you. It's a business of trust and building relationships, and not about selling or pushing a product by any means. Not at all. The next thing is it's gonna get hard. My mindset, I have had hard days where I've wanted to cry, where I'm overwhelmed and I'm busy and I want this to work so much, and I want to help people, and when I don't know how to help them, I truly care, and that's really hard for me. And I'm like, I love my job and I make good money at my job, but knowing my why and keeping my vision in the back of my mindset keeps me disciplined, and helping you guys reach your goals. That's why I do this. That's what keeps me disciplined, and treating it like a business or another job is truly a priority. And that reflects in other areas, just like our fitness. Some days we don't want to work out, or we're sick, or something bad happens, or we're just in a bad mood, and it sometimes takes everything in me to crawl out of bed and hit play, but yet I never regret hitting play, and at the end of the day, it's definitely worth it. So I just, that's definitely one of those things where, I've had excuses, and I've had them in the past with my fitness and exercise, and that's why I would always kind of yo-yo in my fitness, and this is probably the longest stint that I've felt healthy and strong, and I love that. So I've turned some of my excuses into a reason. So when I have a bad day, at the end of the day, I have to show up every single day in this business no matter what happens, because at the end of the day, when I think about having a family and wanting to stay home with my family, that is my fuel to my fire. And so we all have a why, and we all kind of have excuses, but finding the reason, or turning your excuse into a reason is, I think, kind of what has helped me. The next thing I wanted to talk about is Success Club. Success Club and what that means and what is it. So for instance, the Beachbody kind of wanted to create something as a mile marker and people who were working the business, and to kind of set like a mile marker to stay on track, so to speak. And so where it kind of compounds and it kind of grows. And so what they did is they tied a Success Club to that. And so what that means, it breaks down, is so one, there's Success Club 5, and then there's Success Club 10. Success Club 5 and 10, both of those equal the number of lives changed, all right? And so how to get those points is 2 points equals 1 person or challenge pack changed, okay? And then a 1 point is a home direct Shakeology order. So 2 points is a challenge pack order, and 1 point is the Shakeology home direct. So if you help 3 lives that month, and that's my goal every single month, is 5 to 10 people that I can, 5 to 10 challenge or Success Club points, is helping 3 people a month. And that, to me, keeps it from becoming overwhelming. And knowing that I'm staying on track, 1, with helping people, which is one of my main goals, and 2, building my business. And so a challenge pack, the nice thing is they found out, why a challenge pack, why is it so important with our coaching business? And they found out that with the challenge pack, we get so much in that challenge pack. Not only do we get the program, we get, the support groups, as in another coach or a challenge group. We get the eating plan and all the nutritional, information that we could possibly want, and then we get Shakeology or the performance line. So we get that fuel that we need to kind of keep us on track, and it has helped people to hit success in their fitness. And it's just a total package where it all works. When you take one of those things out of the equation, the accountability doesn't work. Trying to do it on your own with the program doesn't work. Not focusing on the eating plan and the nutrition doesn't work. You can't outwork a bad diet. And it's meant to help people, and it naturally, it works well. It's such a great setup, and that's how I've continued to have my success in my health, and then how I've been able to pay that forward. And that's the nice thing too, is as we are helping these people and setting them up for success, it's just natural to want to pay it forward and share that with other people as we start to feel good, and energy that we've never knew we had, or strength that we didn't know we have. And then we're like, people start asking you, what are you doing? How are you doing it? And it gets so exciting to share your journey with other people that naturally you want to pay it forward, and then you can kind of start building your business as a coach as well. And then the next thing within that is success starters, and what that means. So a success starter is someone who earns a call with Carl, the CEO. And how you do that is if you hit Success Club 5, so helping 3 people that month, your first full month as a coach. So say if you joined in October and this is your first full month in November, hey guys, and so that first, November 1st to November 30th, if you help 3 people, which means getting that Success Club 5, you get a call from the CEO, Carl, which is pretty awesome because he kind of gives you tips and motivation points on how you can definitely make this a business. And then now if you hit Success Club 5, that means helping 3 people, month 1, 2, and 3, you get a free ticket to Summit. That is huge. We are going to New Orleans in July 2017. So next summer we are going, and you would get a free ticket to that, right? I am so excited. It's going to be my 30th birthday. We're going to celebrate. And if you are able to do that, that is something huge in your business, and be able to grow that. And then the last perk of hitting that Success Club or the Success Club 5, where you're helping 3 people every month, for a year, you qualify to a free trip. Right? They've done cruises, they've gone to Punta Cana, they've gone everywhere, and that means you plus one. So you can bring your family member, your mom, you can bring a friend, you can bring your spouse. It's huge, right? And so I'm working towards that, and I'm super excited because Donnie and I are planning to go in 2018, when I hit my full year of Success Club 5, like we get to go on a trip, and that's super exciting for to helping people change lives and to be able to get a perk out of it. Like, I think that's definitely a win. Now the next area I wanted to talk about is challenge groups. That is my passion. I love it. It's my jam. I love helping you guys because they keep me accountable. That's what really matters, is helping each other. We support each other, and I love it. I do them every month. That is a non-negotiable in my business, to keep me accountable and to help other people. And so I do 2 groups a month. I do a free group. So like last month I did the fall free clean eating group. This month I'm still kind of working out. I'm wanting to do maybe a gratitude challenge of some sort. I'm trying to incorporate that. And then my free one for December is a 12 days of fitness. And I'm pretty excited about that because I love Christmas. And it's going to be building, like, you know, the first day of Christmas is going to be like sumo squat, right? The second day is going to be like tricep push-ups, I think is what I decided. And so like I'm kind of building that up. So those are my free groups, and then I do the paid one where we do the challenge group together, where it's the fitness, the nutrition, the meal plans, and we all just kind of hang in there for 21 days and support each other. Now, if you're a new coach and you are wanting to have people, or wanting people to join you in a challenge group and you don't know where to start, first thing is my next challenge group. I'm currently in one right now for the first couple weeks of November, but my next one, the paid one, will be November 28th. So if you're wanting to have someone join you in your group and you don't feel ready to hold your own challenge group, they can join us. I've got a couple people who are in my challenge group this month from coaches who are, selling challenge packs, helping people, changing lives where they're wanting to get healthier and feel good, that are in my group. And it's so much fun to get to meet other people and kind of grow our team. The next thing is, there's a couple things I wanted to mention of success in this business and what has really moved me. And one person that I've been following, and I recommend you following her, her name is Mindy Winder. And she has been in the business since 2008, and she is so inspiring. Like, I look at her and I'm just like, I want to be like you when I grow up. She is phenomenal. So when she first started this business in 2008, she was already thin, so she didn't have a transformation story, and I can relate to that. Like, I didn't have a huge weight loss story, but yet she was a little already thin. She just wanted to build strength and build muscle. She was working a full-time job, over 40 hours a week. She was from a small town with a very little small network. She was planning a wedding. Her husband got laid off. He had trouble finding a job because this was during the economic downturn. And she was like, how can I make this work? And she joined it and she rocked it. She showed up every single day in her business, and she is changed so many lives and built an incredible team of supportive women that are all behind her and that she helps and she mentors and she coaches. And she is amazing. She made the decision to make it work, and that's what it is. You have to make the decision if you want to make it work, because tapping in and tapping out, I found that myself just does not work, and it becomes overwhelming at times. And now the thing is now she's been in this for 6 years now. She's making $20,000 a week, and it's not about the money. It's not. But if that's what I can get to in 6 years, holy cow! I'm just like, I can't even imagine what I can do and the people I can help and the people what I can give in this world with that support, so it's huge. The other one was Meg Wazinski. She's another girl that I've been following and I've been really kind of focusing in on, because she was a little bit different story. She kind of started as a discount coach. She was just in it to kind of kind of helping herself and losing the weight. She'd always struggled with her weight, and she wanted to do something about it. And she started on her health journey, and she started with P90X, and she got amazing results, and she got people who were interested, and they were like, how are you doing this, right? And so she was like, and they wanted to kind of do it with her, and she's like, maybe I can do this as a business. And it kind of sparked that little bit of fire within her, and she decided, I want to help others just like my coach helped me. And now she's been in it for about 5 years now. and it just compounds, it builds slowly, and it's not overwhelming to be like, my goal this month is to help 3 people, right? 3 people. I can help change 3 people's lives, either it being in fitness, either in building a business and becoming financially free, or just changing their inner mindset and their spirit that may have been crushed or depressed or broken, and giving them that self-confidence or the ability to overcome an eating disorder. That is what drives me, and that's why I do this business. But it builds slowly. It is a slow build, but it's totally worth it at the end of the day. And so I kind of wanted to go over those things, and I didn't know if you have any questions for me. If you want to kind of type them below, and I'll stay on here a few minutes, and I can answer your questions. If not, then what we'll do is I'll end the training for tonight, and then that will be the finish of the Getting Started Right call. And I hope that really helped you guys. If you kind of jumped in the middle of the training, you can go back and watch it. I'm going to post it to the group so that you can kind of refresh that. And we covered a lot of information tonight, and I know it can be a little overwhelming. If you have any questions about the trainings, we talked about going to kelseyshakley.com, which is my mentor and her training. We kind of start there with the modules 1, and if you have any questions about that, you can definitely let me know. So let me know if you have any questions. There's just a few people still watching. So, any questions? No? Okay, guys. Well, let me know if you have any questions regarding anything I talked about, because I know I went over it kind of quick. I hope you have a good night, and I will talk to you guys later. Good night.